The WWE Universe is still reeling from the shocking events that unfolded on Monday Night Raw last week, leaving fans both stunned and eager for answers. The culmination of the show delivered a segment so intense, so ruthless, that it immediately became the talk of the wrestling world. Now anticipation is building to a fever pitch, as WWE has officially confirmed that Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed will appear live on the October 20 episode of Raw to address the aftermath of their shocking actions. This will be their first public appearance since the brutal assault on World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, and the wrestling community is buzzing with speculation about what they might say and what direction the Red brand could take moving forward. The closing moments of last week's Raw were nothing short of cinematic. The arena erupted as the segment unfolded with a blend of precision and chaos that WWE fans crave. It began with Bron Breakker moving with calculated aggression, his eyes locked on Seth Rollins as he executed a picture-perfect spear that left the champion lying in utter devastation. The impact of the maneuver, delivered with flawless timing and brutal force, was enough to silence the audience momentarily as the reality of what had just transpired set in. But the carnage did not stop there. What made the segment unforgettable was the seamless coordination between Breakker and Bronson Reed. When Breakker posed the question, simply asking, "You with me?" It was met with an emphatic, almost thunderous response from Reed in the form of a tsunami splash that left Rollins completely incapacitated. The sight of Reed landing the move with such devastating precision cemented the notion that this was not a random attack but a carefully orchestrated statement of dominance. The scene was framed perfectly by the ominous presence of Paul Heyman standing behind the duo, casting a long shadow over the proceedings as the show went off the air. That singular image communicated volumes, signaling to the audience that a formidable alliance had just taken shape and that the landscape of Monday Night Raw was about to undergo a seismic shift. Paul Heyman's involvement in the segment cannot be understated. Known throughout the industry as a master strategist and a man whose decisions often reverberate across WWE storylines for months or even years, Heyman's appearance alongside Breakker and Reed added a layer of intrigue that fans immediately recognized. His history of aligning with dominant forces and elevating talent to new heights provides context for what might be coming next. The pairing of Heyman's tactical brilliance with Breakker's raw athleticism and Reed's imposing power creates a combination that feels almost unstoppable. The calculated nature of the attack, coupled with Heyman's endorsement, suggests that this is more than a fleeting moment. It is the beginning of a storyline with the potential to reshape the hierarchy of the Red brand. The ramifications of this new alliance extend far beyond the immediate aftermath of the attack. Both Breakker and Reed had been building their momentum independently, carving out their own paths as formidable singles competitors. Breakker's rise has been marked by explosive in-ring performances and a fearless approach to competition, while Reed's combination of sheer size, agility, and tactical execution has made him an undeniable force in WWE's ranks. Their union, however, elevates each of them to a level far beyond what either could achieve alone. In one night, two rising stars transformed into a potential main event powerhouse capable of challenging established names and dominating storylines on Monday nights. The implications for the World Heavyweight Championship scene are immense. Seth Rollins, long considered a pillar of the brand, now faces threats from two directions simultaneously, each carrying unique attributes that make them individually dangerous, yet even more formidable as a team. Fans are already dissecting every frame of last week's segment, analyzing the expressions on the wrestlers' faces, the timing of the attacks, and Heyman's reaction. The attention to detail in storytelling, both in the ring and in the presentation of the segment, demonstrates WWE's commitment to creating moments that feel as organic as they are shocking. The presence of Heyman in particular acts as both a narrative anchor and a catalyst, suggesting that this alliance will be carefully guided rather than left to chance. Every movement, every expression, and every camera angle worked in concert to convey a sense of inevitability. A new power structure is emerging, and the rest of Monday Night Raw must adjust accordingly. The anticipation for the October 20 Raw is palpable. Fans are eager to hear directly from Breakker and Reed, curious to understand their motivations and what this partnership truly represents. Will they address Seth Rollins directly, or will their comments take a broader stance, perhaps signaling their intent to dominate the entire roster? WWE has built the suspense masterfully, ensuring that when these two finally step into the spotlight, their words will carry as much weight as their physical presence. The wrestling community is left to speculate, and theories abound. Some suggest a heel turn that will redefine character alignments, others anticipate a long-term storyline that could reshape championship trajectories. Regardless of the direction, the seeds of intrigue have been sown, and the fallout promises to reverberate for weeks to come. What makes this development even more significant is the timing. Both Breakker and Reed are in positions where their careers can either plateau or skyrocket. Aligning with Heyman is a calculated risk that could pay tremendous dividends. The history of WWE shows that when Heyman involves himself with talent, the outcome is rarely mundane. From elevating emerging stars to orchestrating major shifts in the competitive landscape, Heyman's fingerprints on a storyline often signify lasting impact. With Breakker and Reed at his side, the duo now has an unprecedented opportunity to establish themselves as the faces, or perhaps the most feared heels of Monday Night Raw, shaping the narrative of the Red brand for months or even years. The implications for Seth Rollins are equally profound. The champion has faced numerous challenges throughout his career, overcoming obstacles both inside and outside the ring. Yet the sheer brutality of last week's attack, combined with the coordinated precision of his assailants and the strategic oversight of Heyman, presents a threat unlike any he has encountered in recent memory. Rollins' ability to respond will be tested not just in terms of physicality but also psychologically, as he must navigate a new hierarchy on Raw where the balance of power has shifted dramatically. The landscape he once dominated is now fraught with unpredictability, requiring him to adapt quickly or risk being overshadowed by this emerging alliance. Beyond the individual competitors, this development carries broader implications for Monday Night Raw as a whole. The Red brand has long been a platform for both established stars and rising talent to showcase their abilities, and moments like these serve as catalysts for evolution. The emergence of a dominant faction, endorsed by one of WWE's most cunning minds, injects fresh energy into storylines, setting the stage for new rivalries, alliances, and dramatic twists. Fans are drawn into a narrative that blends athleticism, strategy, and unpredictability, all while keeping the core of WWE storytelling intact. By introducing such a compelling power shift, the company reinforces its commitment to creating engaging television that captures attention and sparks conversation across the globe. As the countdown to October 20 continues, excitement and speculation are reaching a fever pitch. Social media platforms are abuzz with fan theories, predictions, and debates about the possible directions this storyline could take. Analysts and commentators are dissecting past performances, character arcs, and potential motivations, attempting to forecast the next moves of Breakker, Reed, and Heyman. The collective anticipation underscores just how impactful last week's Raw segment truly was. It is a testament to the skill of the performers and the creative team that a few minutes of television can generate such widespread discussion and speculation, leaving fans counting down the days until they can witness the next chapter unfold live. In conclusion, the landscape of Monday Night Raw has undeniably shifted. Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, under the guidance and shadow of Paul Heyman, have signaled a bold new era. Their attack on Seth Rollins was more than just a shocking moment. It was a declaration of intent, a statement that the dynamics of the Red brand are evolving. With the October 20 Raw episode set to provide the first public words from this formidable duo, the WWE Universe stands on the edge of its seat, eager to witness the beginning of what could be one of the most compelling storylines in recent memory. The combination of raw power, calculated strategy, and the promise of long-term consequences has set the stage for dramatic developments, and the anticipation is nothing short of electric. Wrestling fans around the world are left to wonder how this new alliance will shape rivalries, championships, and the very hierarchy of Monday Night Raw, knowing that the reverberations of this pivotal moment will be felt for weeks, if not months, to come.